Hey, welcome back to a very new video, and this time I'm gonna talk about language learning and my goals for 2022. I honestly can't believe that I am recording this video because in high school I wasn't good in languages. It was even so bad that I almost got kicked out of high school because my English skills were very poor, and also I wasn't very good at French. I was kind of okay-ish in German, but when it came down to certain skills, yeah, I didn't really pass test very well at all. But it all started to change when I started to notice that schooling is not for me, but I love learning, and education is something that goes beyond the walls of school. And I can give myself an education by the way what works for me. So instead of just focusing on the school books, what really worked for me to get my English skills up was to read simple children books out loud and watch very small children programs, like small as in not a very long time, just like 20 minutes episodes of children programs in English and also with English subtitles. And honestly, that made all the difference because in the end I got very high grades in English. And yeah, it went great. And even beyond that, after high school I developed very high English skills, and I finally started to gain interest back in other languages, which I want to talk about today. So, like I said, I have 5 goals for 2022 when it comes down to language learning. My first goal is gonna be getting my German up to B2 level. Honestly, when it comes down to listening and reading skills, I'm actually almost C1, but writing and speaking isn't very good yet. And I want to change that. Last winter I was actually living in Berlin and I saw my language skills getting very good, honestly. That's how my listening skills and reading skills get to C1, but when it came down to speaking and writing, I am stuck somewhere between A2 and B1. This year, German is my focus, and we're gonna see where it's gonna take me. The second goal I have is that I want to read a total of 5 German books. That's just basically to keep up my German skills, and I'm gonna see where it takes me. Also, very good to know is that I am a freelancer. One of my jobs as a freelancer is that I read manuscripts. The manuscripts I read mostly in English, but starting from this year I will also read German manuscripts, and I'm very excited. So the reason why I'm learning German is actually just personal reasons. I think it's a very good language to know because I live right next door to Germany. Like, I can see Germany from my back garden. And also because of work. Talking about books brings me to point 3. I would like to read one or maybe more, but just let's start with one book in Korean. Korean is my second target language. I've been studying it only for less than a year. If you want to have a more in-depth video about me learning Korean and how I started and why I started, let me know down below and I will make a video about it. I'm very excited about Korean because it honestly sparked so much joy for language learning for me. When I got stuck with German, I decided that it would be a good idea for me to start learning a different language, and for me that was Korean. I study the language for personal reasons. I do have the dream to work maybe with a Korean company one day in the future, but we shall see. For now, it's just because I love the language a lot. That brings me to point number 4, and that's that I want to get to level 1 when it comes down to Korean. It will take a lot. a lot. Especially because when it comes down to German, I hear it a lot. Way more, like it's more in my daily life. Korean is only in my life when I seek for it myself. Like in the music I listen, the TV shows I watch, or the movies I watch. So it's gonna be a bit harder, and I have no idea how it will go, but I will just update it on this channel, I guess. Anyway, I'm very excited. And because I'm so excited, let's go to point number 5. Like, my list wasn't ambitious enough. I want to pick up another language, and that's gonna be Italian. Oh my. Honestly, I'm really hyped to learn Italian. One of my closest friends, she's Italian, and when we speak to each other, we speak English. But her English is not on a high level or anything, so we have to talk more basic English. But I think it's amazing that she learned so much English so we can communicate better. But I think it's only fair if I do the exact same, but damn it, Italian, so we can communicate even better. Besides that, I love Italian literature. I love the art. I love the culture, the richness of the speaking language, but also the body language, what it comes with. And I love the food, and I love the country. There are so many aspects I love about Italian culture, and I was like, why not learn the language? So a couple of weeks ago I started to explore the language a little bit, so I know where to start, like, and what's the best way basically to study the language. And I actually found out with my French knowledge that I knew already a lot of Italian words, because 80% of the Italian language also exists in the French language. And due to that, I think Italian will be okay. Like, even though it's such a different language from German and Korean. Especially when it comes down to body language, because it has a lot compared to German already, let alone already a lot of difference between Korean. But I'm totally down for this challenge. It hasn't have my focus to study Italian. It's more for fun when I have some time off. So maybe only once a month. We're gonna see. Maybe it goes actually pretty fast due to my already existing French knowledge. And yeah, we're gonna see where it will take me. And I'm just very excited for this language learning year, even though this video will be most likely be up just in April. Know that I've already started immediately at the get-go of the start of this year, especially because back then I was still living in Berlin, and I'm so excited. I cannot wait where language learning will take me this year. Anyway, I'm very curious which languages you are learning, if it's just one or multiple. What are your goals for those languages? Let me know down below. Also, if you have a studygram or you also have a study YouTube, link them down below. Let me know, because I want to know more people in the community, because I don't know much people in the community yet. And I hope to see you next time in a video, and let's have some fun this year, right? Okay, see you next time. Bye!